Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
Huh. That's an interesting opener. What are you driving at?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
Well, if the warden himself is asking, how can a simple countess refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
Bastion. Take it to Sister Sophie.
I think you'll have fond memories of this time.
Last time I served.
The king is dying. And that Montier and the prince can't agree on how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
With firewood. They ran out to who knows.
Where could they run? There's nothing but snow and hungry wolves for miles. The Batille gates guard the bottom. No one will let them go farther than...
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. You're a free individual now.
Bastion, why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella.
I just came off duty.
Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
Well. Shout out.
Disturbing news, Sir Warden. Something is rotten in the state of Nostria. There's a pestilence upon the mage factory. Refugees.
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
I'm Katharine, Countess of Rigern, in case you've forgotten.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
As that same Flavius the Wisecracker of yours wrote, there is always a kernel of sense in madness.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastion should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
It looks like the local climate has changed your temperament for the worse.
Claudius's son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul.
Why do you say that?
The Ulagi tribe. What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables too?
Careful with your words, short one. I'm a countess. Don't you dare compare my royal self to a stable hand. Now give me a weapon and be quick about it.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
Because I'm free again. Any more questions?
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead. Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Well, a dwarven poet.
The Lumberjack... Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm no longer a prisoner, Decim. You're to give me a suitable number of soldiers as escort to Marcella.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
I heard your worthless conscripts are accompanied by mangy fighting dogs.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Sounds too good to be true. Are they really worth the price?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
Even though he's a dwarf, what's wrong with him? Managed to outsmart me, bro.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
I wish it were me, but...
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
I think I've seen you somewhere, stable boy. Were you responsible for delivering horses to Rigurn? Oh, by the way, what I really need right now is a horse.
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What now?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Tell me more about the golems.
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Baron Garius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Who's this Baron Garius? Another escort?
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse. He's calm and obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. Races like the wind itself. And very smart.
Not surprising that people want to leave the highlands. The climate here is worse than in Rigor.
Come over here.
Who are you?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not running anywhere. Explain yourself.
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Rigon, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run!
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
What goes around the forest comes around the forest, right through these trees.
Easy there, Lumberjack.
In a birch grove one rejoices, in pines prayers sung in many voices, but among the spruces only nooses.
What are you, a poet?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stein. Back in my youth, I was a scribe at Marcella, but the city is too noisy for me, too fast. As you can see, I'm looking for peace and quiet now.
Quiet seems to have fled, followed closely by peace. What's happening here?
It's that troublemaker Lupin. He's a criminal on the lam from Rigern. He's fallen in with Raould, another lowlife and deserter from Cruces. He tried to seize control of the valley. And as you can see, the dwarves didn't take kindly to that idea. I tried to settle things peacefully, but nobody listened to me. I hate to say it, but the snow will be soaked with blood today.
These troublemakers of yours promised to break the prisoners out of Cruces. Surely that's not a bad thing.
Of course they do, but think. If Lupin's fellows are able to attack the supply shipments to Cruces, the city will starve. Once the dwarves are gone, the firewood goes with them. And who do you think the warden Valbert is going to deprive of food and heat first? His guards or the prisoners? I'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Valbert.
Just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
What makes you think I'll help you?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarfen lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
Ah, so you're on the side of justice. What's your plan?
We've decided to seize Cruces.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
Well, the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood.
The forest weeps not when grass is tread. Mankind alone grieves for the dead. The forest teems, here a hare, there an owl, and branches blow, the pines will return after all.
I had a couple of so-called poets like these back at court. Whatever happens, it always boils down to snow, skies, and white sails.
It's such a shame everything had to end up in a fight. The people of these lands have suffered enough already. I weep for the hunters.
Save it for someone who cares, old man. As we dwarves say, you can't shore up a tunnel without cutting down a few trees. Now that those troublemakers have been taken care of, our lives will surely get better. Maybe we'll find an ore vein and then start our own mine. Glorious. Thank you, noble human. I have nothing to repay your kindness, but my uncle lives nearby. He'll reward you handsomely. Please pay him a visit.
Oh, I read about this statue. I need to find its hands. Might be handy. The missing parts must be nearby. Right. It doesn't work. Let's raise one of the hands.
Who's this, then? Ah, it's my nephew Lester's human friend. You helped deal with those angry hunters. Thank you, human.
Thank you. Is that all I get?
Lester asked if I could pay you back somehow. Here, take this. It's not a lot, but it's honest money.
The mage left his dummies without supervision. I should find him. It's really simple.
You, prisoner! What are you doing here?
Prince Adrian set me free. I'm headed for Marcella.
Amazing. Was your assassination attempt on the king forgiven? I was certain the world would run out of mana, and gold be cheaper than clay before such a thing came to pass.
I didn't poison that idiot.
Maybe so, maybe so. Wondrous things are happening in Nostria. So what caused you to interrupt my meditation?
Your golems, Rossum, they're blocking my way. Kindly remove them.
Since you were summoned by Prince Adrian himself, so be it. but I hope you don't believe mages always work for free.
Erblidi immobilatus!
Is this Berengarius' magic? Somebody wants me to visit that abandoned village. The Batille gates are to the left, and to the right, I can see the mage's tower behind the houses. Another ghost town. Everything's been abandoned. And all the doors are boarded shut. And to think they tried to live here. Frost cuts me to my very bones. How could anyone live here? So much effort wasted. It's some kind of riddle. If only there was some kind of hint.
Thank the Creator, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
Was it you who led me here? Was the sigil on the road your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
What an old-fashioned name. Where's it from?
Morga's Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Berengarius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rhymed death. Look at what's left of me.
I see. You worked here even before Archmage Alberine.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the cemetery ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago.
Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago.
The protective runes weakened the dark spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the cemetery ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
And it's down to me to destroy it. How did I know it would end this way?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery. Thank you. Now I can continue my research. I promise that one day, the elements in these harsh lands will bow to my command.
But not anytime soon, I imagine. I don't think I will live to see your triumph, Berengarius.
I'll toil day and night, and I will prevail. I am especially certain of my success now that I have the aid of those who, not so long ago, were slavering to gnaw on my bones.
Something tells me the cemetery ghouls have a new master.
All for the prosperity of the Albion Highlands. To restore those glorious northern territories, I am ready to command the dead. I will become a necromancer and do whatever else it takes. If you wish, you can command them as well. I can give you control.
Careful, Berengarius. Necromancy is a black abyss. Practice it, and you might end up a dark spirit yourself. Or worse. I found these letters in the Albion Highlands. Do you wish to see them?
Oh, you found them. Yes, I remember. This one is written by Sylvie. She was always unsatisfied with something or other. And that's Joseph, of course. Good lad. Size of a mountain. And this one. Yes. All these letters never reached their destination. They never got sent. The disease, the cold, the exodus.
Did the authors survive?
If memory serves, they all managed to leave. But their descendants shall return. When the sun shines warm and welcoming upon the Albion Highlands, then they shall return, I am certain. Then I will show them the missives of their ancestors.
Very well. I'll leave them with you then. Adrian must really want a meeting if he sent this many troops. He doesn't mean to let me get away.
Where do you suppose that marauder came from?
Halt! Who goes there? Ah, it's you. Finally. While you were wandering around like a lost chicken, we captured a marauder. No idea how he got here, to be frank, but that's Valba's problem. Our task is to escort you to the Batille gates and see you on your way.
Are you in that much of a hurry? You must be cold.
The Batille gates guard should have been here to meet us a few hours ago, but there's still no sign of them. We built a campfire though and heated up some stew, so I'm not complaining. Make yourself comfortable. Check out Helena's recruits. Once you're ready, give me the signal and we'll move out towards the Batille gates.
Still not frozen solid, Archer. I'm ready.
Excellent. The march should hopefully warm us some. I'll lead the way.
Soldiers! Formation!
They've opened, even though I didn't ask them to. Is this Berengarius' doing, I wonder?
Look, some kind of disagreeable beast ahead. We must clear the road or we won't see Batille gates anytime soon.
Please don't kill me. It's not my fault, I tell you. It was her. I tried to end it all, but I didn't have the will. Have mercy.
Wait a second. You look familiar.
I am Fabian from Crucis. I was captured wandering about these dark ruins.
Ha! I recognize you now. You're that marauder who was looting the ruins of Bliss. Do you not fear the undead?
Not so fast, Ansel. First, I want to find out what he's so frightened of.
The witch Amarantha. She lives on the mountain. Her magic compels me to attack travelers, but she's also... She is so beautiful. Wait, I've said too much. I must go.
Marauder or not, leaving him be is dangerous. He's a bit strange, this one. Maybe you should follow him, see where he went. I'll go check what awaits us on the road. Let's meet at the Batille gates.
Run ahead then, Archer. I'll consider whether or not he's worth pursuing. Why were you so quick to run away? Perhaps you are a marauder after all. That's the simplest explanation.
Wait! Listen to me. Yes, I confess I am guilty, but I wasn't running away. I wanted you to follow me. I promise to tell you anything you want to know. But what's important right now is to stop Amarantha, the Mountain Witch, before she destroys us all. She's terrible. She took me under her control. And it's all because of her damn past.
Her past? A joyless one, I suppose.
When Amarantha was still quite herself, she said she had been a student of the powerful Archmage Nevetus, who performed magic in the Crown Lands, but his sorcery was destroyed. Amarantha fled. She said that Nevetus was after her as if she were a slave. And now the Blight is devouring her mind. Stop her!
What for?
She feeds on the souls of the innocent, performing sorcery on the mountain, in the ruins of the fortress. But the path there is currently closed off. If you activate the magic crystal, the way shall open. But unfortunately, I don't remember how it is done. Perhaps her sorcery is to blame. She may have used it to erase my memories. Oh, Creator, give me the strength to remember.
Found something. Did it work? Might be handy. Next. Just the thing. I'm doing pretty well so far.
Who's there? Is that you, sweetheart? Come. Come to your amarantha. We'll meet in the Wonder Grove. Near the rattleberry bushes. What's this? An intruder? Have you come to serve me? Then I welcome you.
Serve you? Please. Look at yourself, what you've turned into. You feed on human souls.
I need their souls. I want to exist. They shall protect me. Protect from the void.
You're beyond salvation. Well, I must destroy you.
Finally, that damned witch is gone. I'm free of her. At last, I am free.
Your relationship really soured there at the end.
How wonderful. Does this mean I can return to my normal life?
Your normal life at Crucis? Well, yes, why not?
Amarantha. She caused so much sorrow. I will keep reading her records. Keep trying to understand what happened to her.
If you read it before going to sleep, you might end up one of the undead yourself.
Oh no, not me. Enter the portal and I'll open it. May the Creator protect thee.
Where are the sentries? What the devil is happening to this country?
How dare you?
I need to put it back in place. Another riddle? I should draw the attention of the guards on the other bank somehow.
What is this nonsense? Where's the guard? Why is the bridge up? Ring the bell. Have them lower it.
Hold on, Ansel. I sense death magic in the air. And it is recent. Can't you feel it?
Yes. Yes, something is very wrong here. Here, take the scroll of healing. We confiscated it from the marauder before... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be of more use to you anyway. I don't know what to do with it.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners!